you to join us in honoring and recognizing a few of our teammates, sisters, mentors, and leaders. We begin with the libero, number 0, Brooke Russell. Brooke is being escorted by her parents, Michelle and Casey Russell, and her sisters, Berkeley and Brianna. Throughout high school, Brooke has been on the AB Honor Roll, and for the past 3 years, she has made the all-academic team. Her future endeavors are to attend and play volleyball for Bethel College and major in business.
Oh, good.
Next is the setter, number 3, Yaiza Larari. Yaya is being escorted by Ms. Clorinda Avila and Will Cordona. While in high school, Yaya has been involved in volleyball and DECA. She was a member of the state qualifying DECA team. After graduation, she plans to continue her volleyball career at the University of Arts and Science of Oklahoma. She wants to study either business or become a speech therapist, but plans to travel a bit while figuring that out. Next is the defensive specialist, number 5, Casey Bowley. Casey is being escorted by her parents, Lee and Burl Bowley. While in high school, Casey has been a member of the cross-country team, a member of the cheerleading squad, and the volleyball team. She has been on the athletic all-academic team as well. After graduation, Casey plans to go to college and major in education and continue her volleyball career. Next is the setter, number 13, Adriana Singhara. Adriana is being escorted by her parents, Chuck and Nung Singhara, and her sister, Amanda. Her high school achievements include being on the AB Honor Roll and a 4-year member of the varsity track team. Adriana plans to attend college and major in business and continue her track and field career. The next senior for the Lady Lobos, the middle blocker, number 14, April Egwu. April is being escorted by her parents, Mary and Anthony Egwu. While in high school, April has been a member of the volleyball program for 3 years and on the AB Honor Roll. After graduation, she plans to go to school and major in biology. Next is the middle blocker, number 15, Bailey Alexander. Bailey is being escorted by her mom, Ashley Tracy, and her dad, Wesley Alexander, her brother, Ryan, Aunt Natasha Anderson, and her grandparents, Cindy and David Bliss. While in high school, Bailey has been a 2-year letterman in volleyball and a member of the AB Honor Roll. After graduation, she plans to attend Bethel College and continue her volleyball career while studying to be an athletic trainer. Our final senior tonight, the right side hitter, number 19, Alexa Williams. Alexa is being escorted by her mom, Evelyn Williams, and her sister, Aaliyah. While in high school, Alexa has been a member of the volleyball, basketball, and track teams. She has been on the AB Honor Roll also. After high school, Alexa plans to go to college and major in architecture and animation. In a message from Coach Beasley to all of the seniors, thank you for allowing me to be a part of this senior memory of your high school career. I wish each of you all the best that this crazy world has to offer. Remember, if it's worth having, it's worth working and fighting for. Go get yours. Let's hear it one more time for all of the Little Elm volleyball seniors.
throw that game day thing up, because I think that's it. I think they're done now, right?
That is it.
Unless we see them all pose for a photo. Oh no, they're done. No, that's it. All right, now they're gonna warm up.
Let's hear it one more time for your Little Elm Volleyball Seniors.
Let's mute it, right? Yeah, we got it.
I'm going down, down, baby. Your street in the rain. Come on, boom, boom, baby. Ready to let it go. Shit it, go up. Listen to it, laugh. Light it up and take a puff. That's the team now. I'm going down, down, baby. Your street in the rain. Boom, boom, baby. Ready to let it go. Shit it, go up. Light it up and take a puff. That's the team now. You can find me in St. Louis rolling on dubs, smoking on dubs in clubs, blowing up like bubble buzz, sipping buzz.
dance.
Smooth talker, I'm a lover. No disrespect, man. I blow your cover. Bad brain, I'm on the level. Ghost walker, like the devil. Headbanger, go get it. I'm all over the place. Bone crusher, see it either. Stone cold, get in your face. Let's get the rhythm of the head. Let's get the rhythm of the feet. Let's get the rhythm of the head. Let's get the rhythm of the. Oh my my. Ooh la la. Je ne sais pas pourquoi. Oh my my. Oh say ooh la la. Please don't stop. Ce soir. Say ooh la la. Ooh la la. Two sisters, four brothers, hard worker, like my mother. Not bitter, so sweet. Strawberry, pecan peach. I'm your lady, not conceited. Flashback, I'm a repeater. Smooth talker, I'm a lover. Firecracker, I get it from my mother's mother. Let's get the rhythm of the head. Let's get the rhythm of the feet. Oh my my. Say ooh la la. Je ne sais pas pourquoi. Oh my my. Oh I said ooh la la. Please don't stop. Ce soir. Say ooh la 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 la. Say ooh la la. Say ooh la 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 la. Say ooh la la. Ooh la la. Ooh la la. Say ooh la 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 la. Say ooh la la. Say ooh la 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 la. Say ooh la la. Say ooh la. Je ne sais pas. Say ooh la pourquoi. Say ooh la. Oh my my. Say ooh la. Say ooh la la. Say ooh la. Please don't stop. Say ooh la. Ce soir. Say ooh la la. Ooh la la.
Ladies up in here tonight. No fighting.
We got the refugees
No
up in
fighting.
here.
No fighting. Shakira, Shakira.
I never really knew that she could dance like this. She make a man wanna speak Spanish. Como se llama? Bonita. Picasa.
Shakira, Shakira.
Oh, baby, when you talk like that, you make a woman go mad. So be wise and keep on reading the signs of my body. I'm on tonight, you know my hips don't lie, and I'm starting to feel it's right. All the attraction, the tension. Don't you see, baby, this is perfection.
Hey girl, I can see your body moving,
And it's driving me crazy.
and I didn't have the slightest idea
Until I saw you dancing.
And when you walk up on the dance floor, nobody can ignore the way you move your body, girl. And everything's so unexpected, the way you right and left it.
So you could keep on shaking it.
Never really knew that she could dance like this. She make a man wanna speak Spanish. Como se llama? Bonita. Picasa.
Shakira, Shakira.
Oh, baby, when you talk like that, you make a woman go mad. So be wise and keep on reading the signs of my body. I'm on tonight, you know my hips don't lie, and I'm starting to feel you, boy. Come on, let's go real slow. Don't you see, baby, I see it's perfect. I know I'm on tonight, my hips don't lie, and I'm starting to feel it's right. All the attraction, the tension. Don't you see, baby, this is
Shakira,
perfection.
Shakira.
Oh boy, I can see your body moving, half animal, half man. I don't really know what I'm doing, but just seem to have a plan. My will, self-restraint, have come to fail now, fail now. See, I'm doing what I can, but I can't, so you know that's a bit too hard to explain.
Like this, she make a man wanna speak Spanish. Como se llama? Bonita. Picasa.
Shakira, Shakira.
Oh, baby, when you talk like that, you know you got me hypnotized. So be wise and keep on reading the signs of my body.
Señorita, feel the conga. Let me see you move like you come from Colombia.
Mira, en Barranquilla se baila así.
En Barranquilla se baila así.
Yeah, she's so sexy, I am in fantasy. A refugee like me back with the Fugees from a third world country. I go back like when Pac carried crates for Humpty Hump. We lead a whole club dizzy. Why the CIA wanna watch the Colombians and Haitians? I ain't guilty, it's a musical transaction. Bobo, zobo, no more do we snatch rope. Refugees run the seas cause we on our own boat.
I'm on tonight, my hips don't lie, and I'm starting to feel you, boy. Come on, let's go real slow. Baby, like this is perfecto. Oh, you know I'm on tonight, my hips don't lie, and I'm starting to feel it's right. The attraction, the tension. Baby, like this is perfection.
No fighting, no fighting, no fighting.
No fighting.
We don't need a key. We get in for free. No VIP sleeves. Drink that Kool-Aid. Follow my lead. Now you're one of us. You're coming with me. It's time to kill the lights and shut the DJ down. This place
take a hit, feeling lit, feeling right. 2 a.m. summer night, I don't care. Hand on the wheel, driving drunk, I'm doing my thing. Rolling the mid beside and now, living my life, getting our dreams. I'ma do just what I want, looking ahead, no turning back. People told me slow my roll, I'm screaming out, go that. I'm screaming out, go that. I'm screaming out, go that, go that, go that, go that, go that.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Lobo Den for tonight's varsity volleyball matchup between our visitors from Braswell, the Bengals, and your Little Elm Lobos. Before our national anthem, let's meet the rosters for both teams, starting with the Bengals. Number 0, Courtney Adams. Number 1, Maya Omor. Number 2, Naja Harris. Number 3, Whitley Curtis. Number 5, Macy Jenkins. Number 6, Jenna Kanan. Number 8, Victoria Ross. Number 9, Casey Plett. Number 10, Haley Sayer. Number 11, Kennedy Inman. Number 12, Camille Gibson. Number 13, Sydney Freeman. Number 14, Caitlin Cornell. Number 15, Claire Plunk. And number 16, Caden Robinson. The Lady Bengals are coached by Catherine Staples, Robert Moen, Lane Little, and Corey Jenkins. And now, your Lady Lobos. Number 0, Brooke Russell. Number 1, Nasira Jefferson. Number 3, Yaya Larori. Number 4, Gretchen Bades. Number 5, Casey Booley. Number 7, Corey Hazelwood. Number 9, Josie Howard. Number 11, Shelby LaGrosse. Number 12, Emma Robinson. Number 13, Adriana Sehara. Number 14, April Egwu. Number 15, Bailey Alexander. Number 19, Alexa Williams. And number 20, Gracie Myers. Little Elm is coached by Jane Loomis, Cooper Fouts, Cassidy Clark, and head coach Yolanda Beasley. We ask at this time that you please rise and remove your hats for the performance of tonight's national anthem. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. As the smell of popcorn wafts through Lobo Den, we welcome you tonight to our live broadcast, or our recording of the live broadcast, depending on when you watch us, of tonight's varsity volleyball matchup between the Little Elm Lady Lobos and our visitors nearly on the other side of 380, the Braswell Bengals. Both teams have been introduced. The Lady Lobos will be starting with Bailey Alexander, Yaya Larari, Adriana Singhata, April Egwu, Casey Bowley, and maybe Emma Robinson? I don't know. It depends. Tonight is senior night, and I'm sure head coach Yolanda Beasley will be finding a way to get Brooke Russell into the game shortly so that all 6 seniors can start together. I hope that you joined us for our 6 of the 7 anyway. There we go. Hopefully you joined us for senior night. We introduced all of them. Our seniors for tonight's game, the libero in the pink jersey, number 0, Brooke Russell. Number 3, the setter, Yaya Larari. Defensive specialist, Casey Bowley. She'll be back row center. Adriana Singhata in the back row joining her. April Egwu, who currently is being replaced by Brooke Russell. The middle blocker, Bailey Alexander, and the right side hitter, Alexa Williams, who will now be checking into the game for her co-senior. And we are underway here with the Lobos scoring the first point off the missed serve by the Bengals. Bailey Alexander pushes it over. And a drive onto the hardwood. And we are evened up at 1 in the very first set in this matchup. Substitutions for Braswell, number 10, Haley Sayer, and number 11, Kennedy Inman. Also being subbed into the game early was Alexa Williams for the Lady Lobos. Bailey Alexander finds a soft spot on the wood and punches it home. Substitution for Little Elm, number 7, Corey Hazelwood. Very well played ball by Bailey Alexander. Her power is intimidating. And that frees up some space on the floor for her to be a little bit less aggressive at times. Bengals with a libero substitution now on the front row, number 14, Caitlin Cornell. Tied up at 2 in the first set of action. Yaya Larari working to keep it off the floor. Difficult ball. A nasty serve by the server for Braswell, number 12, Camille Gibson. And that ball goes too far, and it'll be a point for the Lobos. The libero substitution will bring Alexa Williams back into the ballgame. Speaking of violent hits, Bailey Alexander is serving. Oh, my goodness. Bailey Alexander, the senior, planning on going to Bethel College after her senior year. Over the end line, still tied, now at 4. Low ball, difficult to handle for Emma Robinson in the back. A very low serve. Close game so far, 5-4, still now in favor of Braswell, and that's a long hit. Well played by Brooke Russell. Substitution for Little Elm, number 13, Adriana Singhata. Singhata comes into the game to serve for the Lady Lobos. Well-placed serve. Nice up. And difficult to handle. That point will go to Braswell. Substitutions for Braswell, number 0, Courtney Adams, and number 1, Maya Omar. The libero, Brooke Russell in the back. And finding some space. A beautiful play by April Egwu. Substitution for Little Elm, number 1, Nasira Jefferson. And up high, defending above the net. Some great defense there by number 14, April Egwu. Building a wall atop the net for free. She does it for free. And that one will go into the crowd. We have a rule here in the Lobo Den. If you catch a volleyball, you get to take it home with you for free. Nobody caught it. She mishandled the ball. And under baseball rules, not an out. Not an out. Just a foul ball. 8-6 lead now in the first set for Little Elm. 3-ball over, handled easily. Larari sets up Robinson. Great hit by Egwu. And now a 3-point lead. 9-6 in favor of the Lobos. And Egwu right into the onion basket on that one. And service will return to Braswell. Served by Caitlin Cornell, the sophomore for Braswell. And I believe contact with the net. I believe that's the call. Difficult to tell. Brooke Russell now back to serve for the Lobos. Yeah, Larari left this set just a little bit short. Substitution for the Bengals, number 9, Casey Plett. (10-8) now, still in favor of the Lady Lobos in the first set of action. Larari sets up Bailey Alexander with a drive. Good hustle by Jefferson. And that one will get through. Great play by Emma Robinson. Substitution for Little Elm, number 19, Alexa Williams. Now a 3-point lead in the first set. And a 2-time hit called. Nice hustle, Sammy. Sam Flores getting in on the volleyball action. Cameraman part-time, volleyball retriever other times. Emma Robinson finding corners like a troublesome kid in kindergarten. Oh my. And that's going to force the Bengals to take a timeout with a 5-point deficit early in the first set, 13-8 in favor of the Lobos. Emma Robinson hitting them up. Oh, my goodness. Just driving volleyballs into corners that cannot be found by the opponent. Incredible play. We appreciate you joining us for this senior night. We'll be right back after this break in action for station identification. You're listening to LESPN on YouTube. And we're back live following the timeout taken by Braswell. And that one's going to be long. You came back just in time to see the 14th point in the first set for the Lady Lobos. We appreciate you coming back after the break. Yaya Larari continues to serve for Little Elm. Now setting up Robinson. And that's the first time she's really seen any kind of defense at the net. Earlier, she managed to poke one through. Substitutions for the Bengals, number 11, Kennedy Inman, number 10, Haley Sayer. I'm sure that the timeout taken by Braswell was exactly about what Emma Robinson was managing to do on the far side. And Bailey Alexander up high, trying to continue the reign of punishment on the defense atop the net by Braswell. Still a 4-point lead for the Lady Lobos, 14-10 in the first set. Yaya setting it up, and now Long looking for a touch. Looked like a touch, no touch given. And Kennedy Inman will continue to serve. And now a miscommunication on the back line. A very well-placed ball by Inman, a sophomore for the Bengals. And rarely do you see Bailey Alexander get blocked at the net. Number 12, also a sophomore, Camille Gibson. I don't know what's in the water up there, but that sophomore is tall. I'm saying that as a tall person myself, 6'4", recognizes tall game as well. Bailey Alexander just making it up as she goes. Athletes can do that. A little bit of scramble here from both sides, and it ends with a ball being ricocheted off of Nasira Jefferson on the back line. Little Elm will take a timeout to talk it over. We'll be right back after this break in the action. You're listening to LESPN on YouTube. And welcome back after the timeout taken by Little Elm. All tied up at 14 apiece in the first set in the varsity matchup. The Braswell Bengals visiting the Lobo Den for this varsity matchup on a beautiful, rainy Tuesday night. And that play, that hit by number 16, Caden Robinson for the Bengals, found some space on the near sideline. And that'll be their first lead in a long time. I think since 5-4 in the first set. Oh my, Bailey Alexander punishing anybody who dares to defend her hits. Yeah, in a great place to play it up. Long rally by both sides, both playing well following their individual timeouts. Bailey Alexander having a difficult time finding the net. Not called on that hit for hitting the net, but instead for palming the ball. As soon as Bailey gets things figured out, though, I feel bad for the other team. One of the strongest players that Little Elm has. Alexa with the play over. Yaya setting it up. Oh, and Bailey just wide. And the frustrations continue to mount for Bailey Alexander at the front of the net. Difficult for the senior on senior night. And that one will work. Atta girl, Bailey Alexander. Well done. As she gets it inside the back line. Substitution for the Lobos, number 7, Corey Hazelwood. Lobos will get the serve back. Emma Robinson back at the service line. Following the substitution for Hazelwood. That'll just sneak over the net, and that is a beautiful serve by Emma Robinson. You ever watch a chef break an egg and go, man, that looks amazing, but I feel like I could do it that way? That's what Emma Robinson makes me feel about serving volleyballs. Like, that can't be that hard. I could do that. And then I try to do it, and I go like, nope, that person breaks eggs better than I do. No question about it. No way around it. And if that analogy makes no sense for you, how dare you? Watch more Gordon Ramsay. Yeah. Learn how to crack an egg. Head coach Yolanda Beasley getting in on the setting there. I think she would have been called for 2. I don't know, maybe. Now a 3-point deficit for Little Elm. 16-19 in favor of the visitors. And Caden Robinson for the Bengals up high to stop Bailey Alexander. And Little Elm will take their second timeout in the first set. We'll be right back after this break in the action. You're watching LESPN on Mascot Media, NFHS, or on YouTube. We'll be right back after this.
I'm Avery Glover. I'm in 12th grade. I am our P&B chair as well as our Wolfpack president. My favorite class is definitely firefighting. Oh, that's a hard one. I want to say bacon cheeseburgers. Love me some bacon. Horror, for sure. Journey.
Hey, and we're back live. Lady Lobos down 20-16 in the first set to the visiting Braswell Bengals. Corey Hazelwood just long on the near sideline. Tough call. That looked good. And instead of a 3-point deficit, it's now grown to 5, 21-16 in favor of the visitors. Now 6 to 22-16. Coach Beasley giving some great words of advice to her back line, trying to handle these serves, flying and curving all over the place. The spin from the ball is really difficult for some of these backline players to read. Whether it's intentional or not, I don't know. Hazelwood up high. And that'll go out of bounds off the top of the net. And service will go to Little Elm. Bailey Alexander back to serve for Little Elm. Line drive hit, barely handled. And that one deflects off the wall up at the top. Substitution for Braswell, number 6, Jenna Kanan. Hazelwood long again, and that'll be set point for the Bengals. Back to serve for Braswell, number 16, Caden Robinson. And that will close out the first set, 25-17. In favor of the visiting Bengals. We'll take a break in the action and bring it right back to you. You're watching LESPN on YouTube, Mascot Media, and NFHS. We'll be right back after this.
I'm Brooke Russell. I'm in 12th grade and I play volleyball. My favorite class is probably my history class. My favorite food is corn dogs. My favorite Disney movie is Tinkerbell. My favorite sports team is the University of Texas, the volleyball team. It would probably be my great grandma.
What are you watching?
Watching sports on LETV.
That's awesome. They have softball?
What? You don't even have a softball team?
Our softball team's better than our baseball team.
Stop the cap. No, you aren't.
Yes, we are.
Prove it.
I can do anything better than you.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can. Yes, I can.
Anything you can be, I can be greater. Sooner or later, I'm greater than you.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Anything you can say, I can say faster.
I can say anything faster.
I'm gonna let you have that one.
I can say anything faster than you.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
Okay.
Yes, I can. Yes, I can.
Anything you can sing, I can sing.
Subscribe to LETV to watch baseball and softball games.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Welcome back for the second set of action in the varsity matchup for volleyball. We've welcomed into the Lobo Den tonight the visitors from Braswell High School, the Bengals, who won the first set 25-17 over the home team 25-17 over the home team. We're going to kick off the second set momentarily. The only major change for the Lobos on their side of the net, Shelby LaGrosse now in, number 11. No noticeable changes in the lineup for Braswell. Number 0, Courtney Adams, now at the front line. She is a senior. I believe she started the first set, but didn't see much action thereafter. Number 1, Maya Omar, also starting. She may have started in the first set as well, but she certainly was a noted substitute in that first set. We'll get the first set underway with the service from Yaya Larari, a senior here on service night. And that's a great way to start off the second set. April Egwu poking it over, scoring the first point just as the Lobos did in the first set, getting the first point off a missed serve by Braswell. Yaya back to serve again. Brooke Russell with the play, and that point is going to be given rather than being earned. A Braswell player found in the net, and unless you're a fish, that's unacceptable. Great hustle play, fantastic by Kaden Robinson, and it'll force April Egwu to place it over the net, which she does not do in this instance. Substitution for the Bengals, number 9, Casey Plett. Plett was the second server in the first set for the Bengals. Great hustle play by Emma Robinson. Back set. Larari sets it up for Robinson off the defense, and that will count. Great play up high by Emma Robinson. Terrifically well done. Finding a gap in the defense, as she did multiple times in the first set as well. Substitutions for the Bengals, number 10, Haley Sayer, number 11, Kennedy Inman. Now serving for the Bengals, the recent substitute, number 11, Kennedy Inman, a sophomore. And in an unusual moment, the referee's calling that it's out before it even lands. I guess if you have to move, I guess you already know that it's going to move, that it's already going to be out, but I don't know. Something about that. Tied up at 3 in the second set, and now Corey Hazelwood finding a gap in the defense. Scoring a point for her team. And giving the Lobos a 1-point lead. 4-3 early in the second set. Close games so far in both the first 2 sets. That one is long. An absolute hammer by the junior for the Bengals, number 16, Kaden Robinson. Brooke Russell with the serve. And can't quite catch up to that one as it deflects into the stands. And service will return to Braswell. Now serving for them, number 2, the libero, Naja Harris. And a little bit of a miscommunication there by Little Elm. Yaya Larari is not quite quick enough to catch up to it. And that'll tie us up early in the first set, 5 apiece, as we have an untied shoe, now tied. Just like our score. Look at that. An ace hits the floor right in front of Brooke Russell. One of our 7 seniors tonight. Hopefully you joined us in time in this broadcast for senior night. We recognize 7 seniors on the Lady Lobos volleyball team. Brooke Russell doing well to dig that one up. Bailey Alexander up high, and that ball is getting batted all over the place, and it will find the hardwood, giving the Lobos a point. Substitution for the Lobos, number 4, Gretchen Barez. Barez comes in to serve for the Lobos. Low ball, and can't get picked up by anybody. And suddenly we're tied back at 7 apiece. Great location by Brooke Russell. Barez, long on the hit. Substitution for Braswell, number 6, Jenna Kennan. Bailey Alexander finding some space. Hopefully a sign that Bailey Alexander getting back on the right track. Substitution for Little Elm, number 1, Nasira Jefferson. Bailey Alexander struggling a little bit in the first set. But if she can get back on track, that's a good sign for the Lobos at the front. Substitutions for Braswell, number 0, Courtney Adams, number 1, Maya Omar. Back to serve for Braswell, number 1, Omar. And a quick conversation there between the senior Larari and our head judge for tonight, trying to figure out what he was talking about. Emma Robinson long on the hit, and the lead for the Bengals continues to grow. Braswell now up 11-8 in the second set of this varsity volleyball matchup. Emma Robinson poking it over the defense. Terrific play at the net. And that'll send Bailey Alexander back to the service line. A senior, Bailey Alexander is planning on attending Bethel College to be an athletic trainer after this school year is over. And a solid hit by number 0, Courtney Adams. Scores a point for Braswell. Her teammates are ecstatic for her. A power play. 3-point lead. And that ball is in on the serve by the sophomore, Caitlin Cornell. And a timeout will be taken by head coach Yolanda Beasley. We'll take a break in the action just like the timeout is designed to do. You're listening to LESPN on NFHS, Mascot Media, and on YouTube. We'll be right back after this.
And I'm talking to myself at night because I can't forget. Back and forth through my mind behind a cigarette. And a message coming from my eyes says leave it alone.
And we're back midway through the second set in the varsity matchup between the Braswell Bengals and the Little Elm Lobos, live from the Lobo Den in Little Elm High School. The Bengals took a 4-point lead into the timeout, and one play in, it's down to a 3-point lead. Great timeout. Exceptional use of the timeout. That's exactly what you want. Yaya Larari back to serve now for the Lobos. Some solid defense atop the net. Violent hits all the way around. The last one could not be handled. Substitution for Braswell, number 9, Casey Plett. Just for those of you at home who don't know much about Braswell High School, their mascot is the Bengal Tiger. They just refer to them as Bengals. And if you are curious about the nature of Bengal Tigers, as we have a twice hit volleyball by one player, that is illegal. Substitution for Little Elm, number 7, Corey Hazelwood. For those of you who are curious about the nature of Bengal tigers, tigers are generally a solitary animal, but a number of them can work together, and when they are grouped together, they are called a streak or an ambush. Quite the imagery in just a name. Substitutions for Braswell, number 10, Haley Sayer, and number 11, Kennedy Inman. So there you go, Bengal Tigers. This is different than the lobo, which is a Spanish word for wolf. There you go. And of course, as we all know, the Bengal tiger from India and is not native to the DFW Metroplex. Just to be confusing. Brooke Russell streaking in to ambush the volleyball. Take that, Bengals. And a high and wide hit will give service back to Little Elm. Nearly dented the door. It's not nice. Shouldn't destroy other people's property or damage it. That's called vandalism. Vandalism with a volleyball. Interesting. Little pop-up hit that Brooke Russell can't quite catch up to. And service will return back to Braswell. And their non-DFW native nickname, Bengal Tigers. The libero to Bailey Alexander. Big hit over, and that one is out. Substitution for Little Elm, number 4, Gretchen Barez. Can't quite catch up to that deflection. Tough one. The wall was there. Did a pretty good job. Substitution for Braswell, number 6, Jenna Kennan. Back to serve for the Bengals, number 16, Caden Robinson. What a drive, what a play. And in the net, number 7, Corey Hazelwood, called for unintentionally breaking the rules and a timeout taken by head coach Yolanda Beasley for the Lady Lobos. We'll take a 1-minute break. We'll be back right after this. You're listening to LESPN on YouTube, NFHS, and Mascot Media. We'll be right back after this.
In the street, gonna be a big man someday. You got mud on your face, you big disgrace, kicking you can all over the place, singing, we will rock you. We will rock you. Buddy, you're a young man, hard man, shouting in the street. You're gonna take on the world someday. You got blood on your face, a big disgrace, waving your banner all over the place. We will rock you. Sing it out. We will rock you.
And we're back. Thanks for joining us in the second set of action. Braswell with a 6-point lead, 19-13 in the second set. And serving, Brooke Russell handles that one easily on the back line. Corey Hazelwood sends it, and it can't be handled by Caden Robinson. Little Elm will serve. Substitution for the Lobos, number 1, Nasira Jefferson. Bailey Alexander called for contact with the other team on the other side. I don't know what that conversation was all about, but it was fascinating to watch. Nasir Jefferson with the serve. Lady Lobos down 4, 19-15. Great year. I mean, bad year for World Wars, I suppose. Anyway, now a 3-point lead, 1916. So we were a year into the First World War in 1916. Given history lessons while talking about volleyball. Who else could do that except me? Literally no one. That's correct, says my producer. This ball's ricocheting all over. Long rally, and it's won by the Lobos on what was just supposed to be like a simple 3-ball, and nobody got it. It was fascinating. Substitution for Braswell, number 8, Victoria Ross. Jefferson continues to serve. Nice job, Yaya. Substitutions for Braswell, number 0, Courtney Adams, and number 1, Maya Omar. Omar back to serve for the Bengals with a 3-point lead, 20-17 in favor of the visitors. Yaya sets up Robinson. And long again on the back line. Difficult to find the distance. And the lead continues to extend to 4. And still serving Omar. And the struggles continue on the front line for the Lobos. Maya Omar continues to serve for Braswell. Nice up. And that one will find the onion bag and give service back to Little Elm. If you're following us live tonight, whether it's on YouTube, NFHS, or Mascot Media, maybe you'll give us a follow on Instagram too, at Little Elm TV. Give us a follow, give us a like. Check out all the videos created here in building by the staff and students of Little Elm High School, led by Mr. Leinenkugel. We'll introduce you to the staff for tonight's broadcast during the next break in between sets. Bailey Alexander finding some success at the back line until that play. Now a 3-point lead in favor of Braswell. Back serving the sophomore, Caitlin Cornell. Excellent hustle from Brooke Russell. And that ball is deflected out of bounds. Little Elm gets the service back. Substitution for Little Elm, number 11, Shelby LaGrosse. The senior, Yaya Larari, back to serve. Little Elm down 21-23. And now down only 1 point. The comeback is on. Late in the second set, Little Elm putting a rally together. Now down 1 point. Larari continuing to serve. And blocked to the net by number 12, the sophomore, Camille Gibson. Substitution for Braswell, number 9, Casey Plett. Set point for the Bengals. And just a little bit of a deflection, not enough. And Little Elm takes the loss in the second set. Now down 2 sets, and we'll play 5 just to get a W. We hope that you stay with us. Tonight's broadcast brought to you by a host of students here at Little Elm High School. Once again, you can follow this staff and the team that puts all of these videos and pictures together at Little Elm TV on Instagram. Give them a follow, give them a like. Our staff tonight, led by producer Andrea Salamanca, one of my former students, and a great one at that. Our director tonight, Aaron Sharp. Our camera operators, the greatest name in the world, Jagger Bloom. Travis Orr, all 6'9" of them. He plays music. Luke Tier and Fernanda Huerta. Our photography is done tonight by the incomparable Sammy Flores. He's around here somewhere. You can find some of his pictures on our Instagram one more time at Little Elm TV, all one word. A great staff, and we appreciate you staying with us so far. We'll take a break in the action. You're listening to LESPN on NFHS, Mascot Media, and YouTube. We'll be right back after this.
What's that noise? Oh my
And welcome back for the third set in the varsity matchup between the visiting Braswell Bengals and our own Little Elm Lady Lobos. And just as in the first two sets, Little Elm wins the first point. But it's not about winning the first point in volleyball. It's about winning the last point. And that's what really counts. And so far, the Lady Lobos have let the Braswell Bengals, I shouldn't say they've let them. They've been working their tails off. The Braswell Bengals have managed to win the final point in each of the first two sets, winning the first one 25-17 and the second one 25-22, ending the comeback for the Lobos. We appreciate you following along with us, whether you're following with us on NFHS, Mascot Media, or on YouTube. We appreciate the follow. Substitutions for Braswell, number 11, Kennedy Inman, number 10, Haley Sayer. You can also follow along with us on Instagram. We have an individual photographer tonight, Sammy Flores, taking pictures. You can follow his work and the rest of the work from our crew on Little Elm TV on Instagram. Nice play by Emma Robinson to get the service back for Little Elm. Substitution for Little Elm, number 7, Corey Hazelwood. You can also follow us on Twitter at Little Elm TV 1, where we just retweeted a shout out from the athletic director in charge of all of the things Little Elm, Sandra Howell, giving the crew a shout out tonight, including Jagger Bloom. And how could you not give that kid a shout out with a name like Jagger Bloom? One of our many cameramen tonight. We have a great crew that comes in, all students, and bring you the games from inside the Lobo Den. Great play by Emma Robinson. Hazelwood up high. Great play of the net by Egwu. Brooke Russell comes in to put it over for a 3-ball. Great diving play by Hazelwood. LaGrosse with the hammer. And that one will be long, and that point belongs to the Lady Lobos. Well played on the long rally by Little Elm. Bailey Alexander comes in replacing Egwu. And Brooke Russell, the libero, will serve for Little Elm with a 2-point lead now, 4-2, early in the third set. Great play by Brooke Russell. Yaya setting up Hazelwood on the far side. And that one's going to fall. And we have a collision right in front of our table. The libero, number 2, Naja Harris, colliding with her teammate, number 16, Kaden Robinson. I think we took a knee to the gut and just kind of got knocked out a little bit. Knocked the wind out of us. Knocked the wind out of them. They're not us. They're the opponent. But they are still humans, so we need to be inclusive of all humans. They are us, and we are them. It's kind of existentialist. Anyway, great play by Hazelwood, hammering it inside the back line and growing the lead for the Lobos to 6-2. A 4-point lead now. And Brooke Russell continuing to serve. And that hammer will not be denied. Great play up front by number 10, Haley Sayer. Difficult for anyone to handle there. Substitution for Braswell, number 6, Jenna Kennan. Kaden Robinson back to serve for the Bengals. Minor miss hit. Now a 2-point lead for the Lobos. And service returns to Little Elm as that serve is put right into the net. Substitution for the Lobos, number 4, Gretchen Barres. About time. Who got to touch the ball? That one's definitely long. Might have been a miss hit there. That was just, it almost hit the wall. Bada is in for the serve. Another long hit off no Lobos. And the Bengals, who had demonstrated such precision in hits at the net, now struggling to find the inbound hardwood. And Bailey Alexander's taking advantage, just pushing it back over. And for the first time tonight, Bailey Alexander might be just relaxing and playing volleyball. A 6-point lead now for the Lobos. Barres continuing to hammer serves. And now with the great dig on the back. And that's the Bailey Alexander we all showed up to watch. That's going to force a timeout for the Braswell Bengals. They're going to have to talk this one over. A 7-point lead for the Lobos here in the Lobo Den early in the third set of action. We'll be right back after this break in the action. You're listening to LESPN on NFHS, Mascot Media, and YouTube. We'll be right back after this.
Open up the champagne, pop. It's my house, come on, turn it up. Hear a knock on the door and the night begins. Cause we've done this before, so you come on in. Make yourself at my home, tell me where you been. Pour yourself something cold, baby, cheers to this. Sometimes you gotta stay in.
And we're back. Gretchen Barres continuing to serve from the back line. The Lobos with a 7-point lead, 11-4, early in the third set of action. Lobos down 2-0 in the varsity matchup against the visiting Braswell Bengals. Emma Robinson in the right place at the right time. Substitutions for Braswell, number 0, Courtney Adams, number 1, Maya Omar. Yaya Larari with the poke over the net. And Little Elm called for contact over the net. And now I'm being yelled at for my caloric intake as Omar hits her own sophomore teammate, Caitlin Cornell. Sophomore on sophomore violence. We don't like that. Substitution for Little Elm, number 1, Nasira Jefferson. I have heard that out in the wild, Bengal Tigers do occasionally attack each other, and I think that's what we just witnessed here tonight. Violence. As the serve was not only short, but also targeting the back of one of her own teammates' heads. And now a little bit of disheveled play from the Lady Bengals as the lead extends to 7 again, 13-6 in favor of the home team, Go Lobos, who are now called for being out of rotation. That will send Cornell back to serve. A part of me kind of thought she would target her own teammate who just struck her in the back of the head on a serve. But I guess not. Turns out she's here to volleyball. And now only a 5-point lead for the Lobos. And Cornell will continue to serve for Braswell. And head coach Yolanda Beasley will take a timeout to talk it over, maintaining the lead that she has, 4 points over the visitors from Braswell. We appreciate you joining us tonight on this senior night here in the Lobo Den, as you get a great look at our Lady Lobos in their huddle. Several seniors that we recognized before we tipped off tonight. The libero, number 0 in the pink jersey, Brooke Russell. The setter, who you've seen most of tonight, number 3, Yaya Larari, also a senior. Defensive specialist, Casey Boli, who has been on the floor, but not very much. Adriana Singhara, number 13, also a senior. The middle blocker in the regular rotation, number 14, April Egwu. Number 15, Bailey Alexander. And number 19, Alexa Williams. All are seniors who we recognized earlier tonight and whom we are very proud of. We love our seniors and are excited for their future. Right on cue. Substitution for Little Elm, number 5, Casey Boli. Boli into the game to serve for Little Elm. Her trademark serving skip. Great play at the net by Egwu. And with that, the streak of serves continues for Boli. Braswell unable to return. Now a 6-point lead for Little Elm. Boli long on the serve. I can't see what her number is. Very quiet for the server, Casey Plett. And a little miscommunication there. And that'll shrink the lead to 4 midway through the third set, 15-11. And that one skips off the top of the net. Jefferson diving to get it. Egwu plays it over. And a point given to Little Elm. The umpire ruling that one player touched the ball twice at the same time, illegally. Substitution for Little Elm, number 11, Shelby LaGrosse. Larari back to serve for Little Elm. Line drive right over the top of the net. Now she'll set it up. And Robinson takes a quick step over the line. I believe it was her. Yep. Robinson called for the quick step over the line. Substitutions for Braswell, number 10, Haley Sayer. Number 11, Kennedy Inman. 4-point lead still for Little Elm, 16-12. Larari sets up Egwu short on the hit, trying to aim it a little bit over the net, and came up just a little bit short. You know, I think next game we should get rid of the net. I don't know what that game would look like, but I vote that we do it anyway. We'll see what happens. Larari keeping her teammates' spirits up as the lead continues to shrink now to 2. Larari setting up LaGrosse. Weird play at the net, and that one's going to travel out of bounds. And service will go back to Little Elm. Substitution for Little Elm, number 7, Corey Hazelwood. Get over. There we go. Egwu! She will have none of your nonsense. Pounding the ball into the wood. She may have dented the basketball court. That is a possibility. Now a 4-point lead for Little Elm, following the violence of April Egwu. And an odd deflection. That ball is bouncing everywhere it shouldn't right now, including out of bounds. Unacceptable. You know, in baseball, when you hit a ball out of bounds, they let you generally try again. I think they should do the same thing in volleyball. You know, if you hit it out of bounds, good, try again. You get multiple tries. Baseball has a really good thing going because it's 3 strikes and you're out. I don't know. Think we should change some rules here in volleyball. That's all. Get rid of the net and you get 3 hits to hit the ball the way you want it to. Larari put it in the cheap seats, speaking of foul balls. And Mr. Leinenkugel freaking out. We've already lost one screen this year. Mr. Leinenkugel freaking out because people are trying to throw volleyballs at his screens, making him nervous. 1-point lead now for Little Elm as head coach Yolanda Beasley takes a timeout to talk to her fairly young team. We are recognizing 7 seniors tonight, but we also have a group of sophomores that play on the varsity team. Nasira Jefferson, Gretchen Barres, Shelby LaGrosse, and I believe Corey Hazelwood, all sophomores. I believe. I taught them all. I coached them in volleyball, so I have to believe that they're only sophomores. I don't want to believe that I'm that old. I don't want them to be juniors. Maybe they're freshmen and I'm just younger than I think. It's not a bad idea. Although then again, I do work with one of my former students who's my producer. So maybe I am old. I don't know. And with that, the score's tied in the 3rd set. 18 apiece in the 3rd set. Little Elm down 2 sets to none to the visiting Bengals. Robinson, easy up. Now playing it from the back line. And April Egwu, I believe, called for being in the net. And I believe this is the first lead of the 3rd set for Braswell. Lorari sets it up, and Egwu puts it down. Nicely done by April Egwu. Substitution for Little Elm, number 15, Bailey Alexander. Brooke Russell back to serve for Little Elm. Tied up 19 apiece. And that ball was absolutely crushed down the sideline. Substitution for Braswell, number 6, Jenna Kennan. Caden Robinson's now serving for Braswell. LaGrosse set up and unable to recover the rejection. And now a 2-point lead for the visitors. That one is long. Substitution for Little Elm, number 4, Gretchen Barres. Only a 1-point lead for the visitors now as Barres steps to the service line. And finding lines in front of the Lobo bench. Substitutions for Braswell, number 0, Courtney Adams, number 1, Maya Omar. Oh, we almost hit a cheerleader. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my. Pink pom-poms just flying everywhere on that one as it's deflected into the seats. A 3-point lead now for the visitors, 23-20 in the third set. The first two going in the favor of the visitors from Braswell High School. Bailey Alexander net at the net, up high. And that'll give set point and match point to Braswell. Barres working to keep her teammates involved. Now with the play. And now found to be in the net. Braswell will turn the ball over to Little Elm. I mean, I would get it, but it's close. Substitution for Little Elm, number 1, Nasira Jefferson. 21-24, match point for Braswell after winning the first two sets. And that deflection up high by Bailey Alexander continues the game, 22-24 now. Jefferson continuing to serve from the back line. She'll have to be perfect for 4 straight points, as will her teammates on defense. That's long, and the comeback continues for the Lady Lobos. Head coach Corey Jenkins continuing, or Lane Little, I don't know, one of them. And there it is. There's the tied ball game, 24 apiece. And Braswell is forced to take a timeout to talk it over. How do you like this third set of action? This is fantastic. We'll be right back after this break in the action. You're watching LESPN on YouTube, NFHS, and Mascot Media. We'll be right back after this. From station identification, you're listening to LESPN on YouTube, NFHS, and Mascot Media. Nasira Jefferson continuing to serve from the back line for the Lady Lobos here in the third set. Braswell took a timeout after losing their lead and winning the first two sets. This is a win or lose set if the Little Elm Lady Lobos can't pull it together. Now down 1 point, 25-24. Got to win by 2 for those of you that don't know. So it is now match point for Braswell, up 1 point. Bailey Alexander blocked at the net. Jefferson sets up Emma Robinson. And that one finds the net. And we're all tied up again at 25 apiece in the third set. And Yaya Larari will go back to serve. Substitution for Little Elm, number 5, Casey Boley. The senior Yaya Larari with a beautiful serve. And can't handle that heat. My God, that thing came in like a bullet. Oh, my goodness. And we almost hit another cheerleader. Substitution for Braswell, number 9, Casey Plett. Substitution for Little Elm, number 11, Shelby LaGrosse. And we're having a moment over at the scorer's table. And we're going to have a long conversation in front of the scorer's table. And this conversation is going to be directed at the captain, Yaya Larari. I think he's warning them just so that they don't have an out-of-order point given to the other team. I don't think he wants to end the match with an out-of-order point. So he's just trying to prevent that from being the reason that this match ends. I think he wants both teams to win it on their side. And Emma Robinson working hard to win it for the Lady Lobos. We're all tied up, 26 apiece in the third set. Yaya Larari continuing to serve. Cool as the other side of the pillow from the service line. Blocked at the net. And head coach Beasley wants that one back. Substitutions for Braswell. Number 11, Kennedy Inman. Number 10, Haley Sayer. Inman back to the line to serve for Braswell with a 1-point lead in the third set. And that is the end. April Egwu called for contact in the net. And a frustrating way for this game to end. 28-26 in favor of the visitors in the third set, who won the first set 25-17 and the second set 25-22. We appreciate you tuning in with us. Once again, our student producer, Andrea Salamanca, our student director, Aaron Sharp, our student camera operators, Jagger Bloom, Travis Orr, Luke Tier, and Fernanda Huerta. Our photography tonight, which you can see on Little Elm TV on Instagram at Little Elm TV, provided by Sammy Flores. All of this led by Mr. Jeffrey Leinenkugel, a teacher here at Little Elm High School. We appreciate you tuning in tonight for tonight's broadcast. Whether you watch us on NFHS, Mascot Media, or on YouTube, we appreciate you following along. Take care, and as always, go Lobos!